on that game mode. Admittedly, they've been getting better, but the Skyline hardpoint, it is even records for both of these teams. But if Carolina get a leg up in this series early on, I'm going to hit the panic button for Heretics. And obviously, when they got to deal with players like Gwyn, you have nightmarish potential on the map. So Carolina, they want to play spoiler. They want to do the boys dirty. Maybe want to get LAG in the winners bracket just to have a little bit of fun. But it is going to be an interesting one indeed. I just know for the map set, long term, I'm happy for the Heretics, but early on, it's a little bit worrisome.
Yeah, we'll find out. We are now in it, folks. Here we go. Heretics start things off with a bang and a crash of glass and bullets and fragmentation across Skyline as they get the early time with Rencor and Real, but the boys in the feed. And Vivid, the only man there for the Ravens yet to really get involved. And is it enough? No, the metals in the hard point find the time.
Yeah, one of those absolutely terrifying sort of gunfights, even if you got the AR. Someone using the hot tub is ahead. It's so difficult to root out. But Carolina taking their sweet time to go on this flank. Gwyn takes an underground route, and he does pick up the kills, and he does give you two. So there's the exchange. And of course, a big part of that exchange is you lose the left side spawn. So a big risk being taken early on, but at least you find yourself some hill time.
Yeah, a good time as well. Gonna get you close enough to even Stevens as we go over towards P2. Heretics positions are slowly but surely being flushed out, and they are being dealt with. One more man in the back, cleaned up. Metals up next. Will they deal with Metals? No, Vivid tried to destroy the Metals. He was stricken down to the ground. TJ, though, was strong enough to destroy the Metals. And now the backline is full of Ravens players. Counterattacking is on there from the Heretics, and they've done it.
Yeah, all that effort to try to win the gunfights there, but unfortunately, Slasher starts off 0-4, and now he's just down low, praying for a kill to fall into his lap, because all that effort to win that rotation in Heretics, well, they just suffocate. You take control of it, and even TJ is forced on Skyline to pump the brakes, to slow it down, to wait for his teammates to get in the mix, and I mean, hell of a chow, but Lucky drops him, and Carolina looking a little bit hopeless on the map for the moment.
Yeah, not ideal on the start, but we're looking towards hardpoint number 3 in our first set, and it is over to the kitchen, folks, and that's where we're going to be going now. Everyone doing what they can to contain the members of the Heretics as they soak away not just P1 but P2. Very, very kind to them so far. Chance, Rencor and Metals, kills across the map, and now they're going to hit the drop towards that new hardpoint, and they are in once again.
Oh, they are just demolishing right now. Carolina are trying to play like a slow, controlled game, and that is not the nature of this map. And they're on the receiving end for the moment, but you're converging around the hill. You're picking up at least a few gunfights, and Vivid will try to kill the Metals. There to drop them, and the trades are in. The calculated coldness gameplay there for Carolina. Effective on the break. I gotta hold on.
Here we go. Vivid, or TJ on the outside here. Nice work in Jim. Catches one, brings down Metals as well. Nice two-piece there. It's Vivid at the front line, also gets his red card out through Jim with a late pick-up, and that is so tremendous. That's enough for 3 in the feed, and that's enough for a break. That's enough for time now to the Heretics. Spawns flip, Ravens in a spot of trouble once again, and just when you think it's going good, just when you think it's all right, they step a little bit too far out, and that hurts Heretics now with a commanding lead.
Yeah, that's just a painful moment. TJ's one shot trying to play his life, and he ends up bringing the danger that is Rencor to his team. So hand delivers him a 3-piece, and Slasher, I mean, he has shown prowess on this map. 1-9, 0 seconds in the hill, and he has no more support on the map. All the teammates have fallen. He's at least blocking the spawns and forcing out the parallels, and good news for him, his teammates are winning the gates, and he wins the big one in the end. So ironed up, reigns supreme. Carolina still collecting just a little bit of time, but a 50-point lead now for Miami. We're going to slowly watch drift away.
Oh, nice job, though. Vivid here in mid. Cut off as many plays as he can. T drop high, getting himself one out of this life. Rencor. Perfect slide, perfect chow from Tej. Finds his 4th in a row and his 14th kill of the map.
He's locked in for the next one, and you can take the Metals down. He'll take that. Unfortunately, though, Slasher wins a gunfight in time, which admittedly only for a few seconds of scrap, but with how deadly and close these games can be, you really never know. But first set of rotations in, ultimately, Miami Heretics playing with a little bit more pace, handling the rotations just a little bit better, built themselves a decent little lead, and TJ gets cut down before he can ever get the Hellstorm. Things looking good for the moment for the Heretics.
It was a 7 spree before Tej comes to a close. The Heretics, you need just one, and you're on track so far. can you close it out? Keep it rolling, keep it fighting. They're looking fantastic so far. Vivid does manage to hit the back. In he goes. Rencor with the trades. There's Gwyn with his, and Real ends the spree. So that's going to be that. An open hard point, 25 seconds to go. Ravens dive on in, still worrying about P2. They were broken so easily the first time round. Chance, do you think it's going to happen again?
I mean, possibly. With the way it's looking, you're just having it keeps coming down to one kill. This map has just been an absolute trade fest. If anyone gets a two-piece, you never know. Real, we will see you off respawn. I mean, his player death on the minimap so far away, but you're full sending right now. These guys are feeling the hecticness nature, but now for Carolina, they're happier when the game is a little bit stable, and they're stabilized for those left side spawns. Rancor, though, just pierced the setup.
He's spitting in the comms as well. You saw that. Ravens still finding little seconds here or there, but there's no solid chunks up of this one. They are staying alive purely on scrap. Metal's now on the approach. Slasher thrown to the ground. Metal's on the back stairs, making his way in. Vivid tried to defile the Metal, but Metal's had his way. 3 dead again, Heretics.
Yeah, dude, Carolina, it's just, they're struggling right now just in the kills department. Slasher still 6 and 15. Not quite able to hold on, and Heretics at this point playing bully ball. 40-point lead, sizable at this time right now on a Skyline hard point. Heretics with the comms. We're going to go for a quick listen and see how they sound.
Una arriba del jodido.
Haz lo que puedas, haz lo que puedas.
Son dos,
Está bien, está bien.
Vamos a ir al
El destino
medio,
se
chavales.
hace.
Queremos el medio.
Puede
Ahí
estar
en el
en
punto. Uno push en el
Está
punto.
arriba,
Va a ir de cara lento, ¿vale?
Jimmy lo hace muerto y el P1 está
Muerto. Barra otro. Barra.
Siguiendo de cara al ring. Barra. Yo te pasé la P1, cámame.
No le veo, Lucky. Barra tocado a la derecha.
Me ha quedado
Barra
solo.
de cara,
En el
de
pipe
punto.
subido. Vale.
Va a ir
Cama.
medio, va a ir medio.
Está en la barra, la derecha de la barra tú.
Vamos, chaval.
Vivid lado izquierdo un tiro. De un tiro. Y otro en la
No, en la mesa, la barra.
barra. Está un tiro Teach.
Está bien la barra.
Vale, un tiro y
Por
una
ahí,
barra.
por ahí, por ahí.
Izquierda. Y derecha tiro muerto. Dale al medio. Vale, a la derecha yo. Tengo el medio, tengo yo que lo puse en medio. Por derecha tocado. Voy yo medio. Los head y derecha. Voy a medio.
Aguanta, Chema, aguanta.
Y le pego a mía. Se va a ir cama abajo izquierda.
Échale arre, Lucas.
Me puse al medio, sí.
Arriba y si
Podemos hacer el chat,
Dale, no, voy para adelante, chavales, voy para adelante. Sigue el Winto.
Chema, hacemos doble chat. Está la una, dos, dale. Pero tienes muerto. Arriba, muerto.
Dale.
¿Dónde está muerto? Ya sabes el último punto.
Dale, Chema, te sigo.
Vete. Dale.
A la izquierda, ¿vale? Izquierda, muerto.
Buena. Sí, dale, Python.
Vale, arriba hay dos. Arriba estoy yo.
Vale.
Dame, Lucky.
Le he dado 2 a este. Y una escalera de piano, ¿vale?
Arriba una bala, pasar.
Vale.
Son dos pasadas, ¿vale?
Dos
Cambiate el
ya está. Muerto, otro más, jump up, sin tocar, salta. Cama.
Aguanta.
Está en la ficha de Hacer chal, no hace nada. Tengo el P1 yo, ¿vale? Ya está, hacen dos en P1. Teach arriba un tiro y otro P1.
Sigue un tiro Vivid absoluto. Tengo arriba yo, ¿vale, chaval? Arriba.
Vale, sí la ducha. Tengo el vídeo, tengo cama.
Arriba P2 tocado, son dos P2.
Oh my mighty Heretics, you boys are absolutely cooking. The comms are furious and the gameplay even better, Chance.
Yeah, talk about a team that knows that they just need one map win to secure winner's bracket come their own major. They might not be the ones hosting it, but the fans want them to start with an extra little buffoon in the back pocket. This is a masterful win, a 90-point gap. Carolina simply getting stuffed.
Real suffocation here as Real fights his way towards the hard point. Rencor will be there on the outside contest. And I'll tell you what, you've got yourself a little bit of space to work with here for the P2, Carolina Royal Ravens. This is far from over if you can string together the next, 3 hard points in a very strong and successful way. But good luck, lads. 3 dead in the feed. That should be good spawns. Lucky last man up. This is not over just yet.
I mean, the best to kill feeds look for Carolina all game, so maybe a small window of opportunity, but the 90-point gap has only been shut to about 70, and now the flock is starting to fall. Trades everywhere on the minimap. TJ, last man standing, and Real gets the 2-piece to gun him down and give you even more time. Final 10 seconds of scrap is going to put Heretics right at the devil's door. One mediocre, one sloppy break, and they win this game.
Oh dear. Slash is going to be hitting the top in a second and maybe get this player out. Eyes on, folks. This is the final hold of the Ravens here on Skyline. Gwyn holding downstairs. Can he catch this player out? He might be able to at the very least. Lucky's making a meal of it. 3 dead in the feed. Once again, the Ravens hold.
Okay, there's an opportunity. We're starting to whittle our way back in, but again, doesn't need to be a clean break. It can be sloppy. You just need to pierce the setup, and there's 2 big kills. Heretics, you're pushing pace. You get Slasher out of time. TJ, last man standing around the point. He gives you 2, trying to see if he can hold on.
Yeah, he's vacated the point, and now his boys are getting cut down. Win, you got to find another one here, and I don't think it's going to happen, folks. That should be the win. Vivid, he's in. Vivid doesn't contest. The Heretics walk away with an easy peasy map 1 for them, and the confidence has got to be flowing.
Yeah, and you could see the emphaticness in the player cams thereafter. They knew they just needed the 1, and now that is all the stress they might have walked into this one with sort of washed away. Flex the shoulders a little bit, and now they can just have fun. But quite frankly, piece up Carolina Ravens. I mean, the hardpoint fall off from Carolina might need to be studied from the first 2 weeks compared to what we have seen as of recent, but that, of course, we can leave to the analyst or the desk. That's just the hard point. We're going to be going to S&D next, but in spite of TJ Halley's best efforts at 38 and 26, leading the lobby by a decent margin, guys like Slasher, unfortunately, just not able to get any degree of production. 15 and 25. Granted, a ton of assists, so he was shooting his gun, but ultimately, Miami Heretics as a squad just left him in the dust.
They really did. They were rocking and rolling there, just shy of 10 minutes to take care of business on Skyline. Well, GG's, folks, that's map number 1, and we'll get back to the big old changes that makes in the run-up to the major. But for now, for the Royal Ravens, 10 CO points would be ideal. The series is far from over, friends. We're going to a search and destroy after this, but we're going to look at the highlights from the Miami Heretics in this map.
And you see the 3-piece from Rancor, like, so clean as well, just sliding in, picking up 2 freebie 1 shots, and then just wins the 3rd one on your AR player, and that always feels good if you're the team that's winning them, seeing the 3 in the feed. And of course for Carolina, just one of those moments of like, oh no, this is about to get so much worse. You're losing spawns, you're constantly fighting an uphill battle, and Real maybe frankly having a little bit too much fun, happy to just fly off the map.
Yeah, it was a fun one, man. We've seen a couple of big old drops off of P1 today, in the least in the week. The exciting stuff. The Ravens not exactly coming out as hot as you'd like them to, and it has absolutely changed the face of things. A slow start from Slasher there at 9 and 20. Obviously, things ended very, very differently, but regardless, not an ideal performance from any of your big hitters there on the Ravens. The drop-off has been noticed, and it is being studied as we speak. The many, many moments there from the Heretics where the comms are fantastic. Muerto, muerto. A lot of those loud and very, very clear. Those boys were spitting. And after yesterday's performance as well, Chance, I feel like the Heretics absolutely needed a couple of bounce backs. There was a few mistakes that I think the community picked up on, we picked up on in the cast, that really do hurt, and they sting a little extra, especially when those series could have been a lot closer. We'll see if they can right those wrongs today against a tough opponent in the form of the Ravens. Vamos, indeed. Into the search we go.
Yeah, and make no mistake, the series is not over. You might have Carolina down, but certainly not out. And it's, you know, a momentum-based league, a momentum-based game. And of course, Carolina had been on a bit of a downtrend, but I think that's more so a game mode specific thing. Still, you're trusting them in the S&D for a bounce back and looking to fight, because even though Miami technically had more to play for in terms of winners bracket for that first map and like energy and what your like fierceness you're bringing to the table, long-term Carolina, again, all these middle of the pack teams, it is going to be a dogfight this year to try to get some separation, to make it a champs. Every single split is going to be an absolute battle, so they need to bring their A game, and the red card's going to be a very interesting map. We have not seen Carolina play it just yet this year, and it has been a pain point for the side of Miami. Obviously, one of the maps that they're going to be talking over. They've put the work in S&D, they took that break, and they've been playing so much better, so expecting a different look from red card on there, but a mysterious game number 2 we have should be fun.
I was saying a mysterious game too. Intrigue. A little bit of mystery here in the CDL, folks. Heretics think something's up. Slasher's face tells me something's up as well. What have we seen? What have we learned? What are we taking into this red card? Because, yeah, we don't be worrying about, stats and whatnot. We've got some defensive stats here, folks. Defensive win rate there for the Ravens first overall. That is fantastic. On the maps we've got currently running here in the league, defense reigns supreme for the Ravens, boys. Chance, they've got some tenacious D, but on the other side, the Miami Heretics, dead last in the defense. I wonder what their offense is like.
Well, funnily enough, even for control, I think the defensive stats are fairly similar, where Carolina pretty on point on the defensive end, but Heretic struggles. So it's not even just an S&D specific thing, a little holistic. Of course, though, for red card, you know how important the defenses are. If you paid any attention to the matches we had today, it is just a ton of like B bomb site attacks. And if you cannot defend it at the start, the retakes are absolutely miserable. So you need your defense to be on point. That's just going to test both of these squads straight away for a fun map that can be red card for the S&D, and we'll see if any creative stuff is brought to the table as well. But you know, some of the defensive losses from the Heretics is when they have bombed down, players going on massive flanks, getting out of the picture, not being active or proactive around the map. So we know they're going to bring something different to the table. How effective is it going to be?
Couple of questions we're going to get answers to in a very, very short period of time, it feels like. For now, though, saw smiles and a couple of giggles across the Heretics there. We saw Coach Methods creeping through the player cams. Coach Saint for the Royal Ravens. We see him occasionally peeking through Gwyn's camera, but typically he's sort of off POV, headset on, chatting to the boys. But that means that we're ready to go, folks. This is it, map 2. Big map of the day. And on the red card S&D, we've already seen one today, and it was a spicy one indeed. Another round 11 on the cards. Chance is possible.
Absolutely. I think it's going to be quite a fun battle, but congratulations on the winner's bracket. Now focus on this series, the task at hand. Real and TJ Halley going to be having some square up battles. Gwyn, maybe not the strongest performance we've come to expect of him out of a hard point. He's going to be going toe-to-toe with the likes of the Heretics players as well. Him versus Metals, and of course off the rip, Rancor bomb in hand out towards the A site, but they're spreading the map, so Heretics, they're gonna be taking their time.
Take their time, take their chances.
Oh, Sasha's making moves, by the way.
Oh, yeah, we're going in. We're going in.
Nice plays.
Oh, Tej makes it work out. Lucky still catches Slasher, so he keeps the bottom side of the map safe, but now with a couple of kills going across the board there, Ravens are down 2 men. Rancor, plenty of space to get the bomb down. Vivid, will you be able to get eyes on or at least get some damage in? The answer is maybe not.
Well, he's got the intel, at least knows where Rancor is, but he's going to be able to get out, and TJ not quite quick enough for the trades, and of course Metals in the back line. A phenomenal looking setup that TJ might be able to pierce. There's the entry, stays alive, needs the support from Vivid in this moment, and he's got it. And I got to hit the go button. You're running out of time.
Oh, there we go. It's all down to 1 man. It's Lucky by stage. Are you able to get eyes on the bomb here? 15 seconds to go. They've got no idea where he is. Viv has got to jump on this at some point. I mean, we're running out of time. Tej, send it. What tags? Big work. Are you able to get the kill as well? Lucky lives up to the name. And the timing is immaculate with nerves of steel.
Yeah, I mean, just clean gameplay. Nothing too fancy right there. You know where you're going to be checking the bomb from. Just play off the clock, and good decision on who to kill as well in that moment. Some players might overcommit and just be too worried about the bomb, but he just gives you a little bit extra. It takes 2 players down, and Carolina, unfortunate for them, just not enough time on the retake. That pick that Metals had on Gwyn, probably the most impactful of the round, just put TJ and Vivid in a bit of a tough spot.
I also like the way Vivid tried to hit the defuse. They know it was positioned for stage, so he's really, really doing everything he can to cover as much of his body by the bomb site, but it doesn't work out. Big old hit through mid. Crash of glass. Real. He gets close enough to the mail room there, but we're not going to see much. Oh, howdy. Tej, mean shoulder. Gwyn with the immediate trade. First blood's the other side, done and dusted. Here we go.
Yeah, frankly, Real just does his job, but unfortunate for the rest of the Heretics players. No more space captured in this B site. So once Gwyn gets his bomb down, they're going to be playing for the retake, but Gwyn pushed up with the bomb. Bit of a delicate situation, and he's just sliding around trying to find a little bit of space, but you can see Carolina, they're worried about the flanks. They're worried about a lot of things. And finally, Gwyn gonna get the bomb plane down, but in the meantime, Rancor's found the pick. Carolina just taking too much time.
Yeah, it was a weird one, man. He couldn't get out from behind the bar, and he was dancing, dodging all the nays he possibly could. Are we planting the bomb this time around? Yeah, it's taken a while. Slasher and Gwyn now trying to make something happen here. 2 players will hold the front line down while Lucky goes on a bit of a wrap. Win this fight. And you're in an ideal situation. Now the Ravens setup has been split completely in half. Trades are done. 2v1. Now all down to Slasher.
Well, Slasher's cleared out one side, so he knows both the players are coming from the long alley. So he's done the hard thing, or I should say he's done the easy thing, getting the information. The hard thing is winning the gunfight against 2 players. So I like the play from Slasher. Fortunately, does not get a kill. 0-2, and just bully ball being played on the site. Credit to Rancor finding the pick before the bomb ever goes down. And there is a lack of confidence right now in the gameplay for the Ravens. And Lucky out here capturing that advantage, a 4-0 start.
He's done one hell of a search so far. Hero of the first round. Instrumental in the second. And Lucky was that guy who's won an MW3. We watched him go on some insane S&D runs. Big on the first bloods for the Heretics. Always there for the big moments. 4-0. He's going to be on track, absolutely, if he hasn't already got it, for that RC car. The birds. There it is in the back pocket. Trophy's working as well, so now we've got a lot of presence towards the top side of the map. Ravens back up just a little bit. I love the RC in this position, Joe Chance. You can put it behind these sort of like the fences, still be able to pass loads of intel to the boys.
The important thing is what you do off of the intel. It's going to be Metals trying to maybe take a little space with it, but really nothing crazy. The only information you got is information you already had. The only thing you did was just maybe waste an extra 20 seconds. In the meantime, Real, he's got the flank under lock and key, and maybe even Real wants to make a play through B, but the action's over towards stage. Vivid. Lucky has him pinned down, and maybe that's just for the position reveal, though. Metals made the play.
Oh, man. For Metals there. Oh, TJ gets involved as well. Good trades. Aims in hand there for TJ. Plant now by A. 3v3. Not a whole lot to throw at this one, but timing from Gwyn. Oh, sugar. Yeah, nearly got a couple out of that one. Big damage to the Rancor, though. Real finds TJ in the back. So now you have to get this fight going quickly, lads. You do not want to be in a war on 2 fronts. Quick reposition from Gwyn. Eyes at the ready. Will the Ravens sniff this one out? Are they going to spot the 2 players on plat? They're not even on plat. There's only one. What timing! Real managed to get it. Slasher now down by the bomb site, and it looks like the donut may continue unless he can peel the pair of them, but that is not going to be the case. Lucky down. And Real there for the perfect timing. We'll check the bomb. Slasher may get them both, but the round, once again, 3 in a row for the Heretics.
Yeah, in reality, island player in that round, just the guy that, again, makes the play. He was watching the flank over towards B, takes a little bit of space, sort of toys with the idea of going for a flank, but ultimately, while his teammates are doing the hard stuff, getting the bomb down, he just waits for the play to develop, gets in the mix, shoots some players in the back, and sort of just breaks the push down. So Heretics, few different ideas sort of thrown in the mix, and even Metals getting credit for the first blood as well. Miami Heretics just playing really clean S&D, and Carolina, for the moment, have offered no response.
Any more rounds? This attacking round for the Ravens starts off nicely. Gwyn. Real incredibly tagged, but a perfect position that he remains in. TJ in and out, and this is a good look. Ravens started things off nicely, and they're keeping it going. Oh, okay. Shout out for that martyrdom nade there that Gwyn leaves behind him. TJ looking for another 1v1 against Real. It's a no, and now it's 2v2.
Yeah, in a 2 versus 4 for the RR duo, Rancor and Real.
Slash out.
Playing for picks. There you go. Found, I'd say, a freebie. He was 1 HP. So nice shots from Rancor, and they close out. That's a mixy one where I'd say for Heretics, you just turn a 2 versus 4 into a 2v2. You don't need to get active. You're on defense. You can post up, but their defensive woes exemplified in that moment.
We're all still here?
Nah, well, I'm here, so it's not our internet, Miles. There's that. That's the little bit of good news.
You might be on your own for a moment here, brother.
I have the same issue you do.
Your casters can't see the game right now, so we're going to figure something out. In the meantime, I'm sure the action is riveting. Well, I believe the game's still The game is still on. Your casters can no longer see what I can assure you, it's all still ticking over. In the meantime, Chance, 4v4, no kills. I'm being relayed information. If anything, now I'm just excited to be listening to a radio production of week 4, day 2. Precious was a stage. Miami full control of stage. Real picks up the flank 2v2. Lucky finds his. Slasher now makes that 1v2. Slasher checks bomb.
He needs this round for the team.
Slasher stage. And loses the fight. A tough one. I can only assume.
And Miles, I gotta say, by the sounds of it, Heretics are just beating Carolina up just by the default strat. Constantly attacking the A site, not mixing anything up, leaving Real to be sort of the island player, flank watcher over towards B. And they haven't mixed anything up at all, and they continue just to pick them apart. And Carolina is a team that has been relying on their S&D. And no adjustments being made. Slasher constantly just the last player alive in whatever type of clutch situation. The strats they're bringing to the table are not paying off.
Not at all. That'll make things... As we work on our tech issue on this end, folks. It's a 4v4.
Oh, here we go. Discord, Miles.
We're alive. We can see. And we are back.
And this is the tried and true play for pick style of Carolina as well. And they got it. There you go. Vivid for the first blood. So for the first time in what feels like a long time, an advantage for Carolina in this S&D. And what do they want to do off the back of the pick? Well, shaping up to wrap the bomb and take it over towards this B site potentially. But there's only 30 seconds left in this round that they have before they need to get the bomb plant. And Real is here waiting in the wings.
You got
come on down as it were, so.
Well, oh, you had an advantage, Ravens. Oh, goodness. Metal's just picking up the pinch, going in hot. And he gets so much damage into the B-bombs being planted.
Oh, my God.
Metal's is about to find his pair as well. No, Tej makes it a 1v1. Is there enough time? Run, run, Metals, run. I mean, Lucky, you're alive. He plants it. The game is still on.
TJ's so icy.
Ridiculous, the original Iceman. And now he's got to guess right. He's not guessed the thing so far. Lucky might peek this corner and just catch him on this little jiggle. Slow and steady.
Oh, TJ's got him.
That's it. Tej, wait. Oh, just a concussion.
Okay, against Tej? Nah.
What a play. Tej goes big after Metals finds 2. Lucky once again, no chance. An absolute hero for the Heretics in search.
I mean, I say TJ earned his paycheck today, right? That is absolute bailout. That was like a 4 versus 2 where Carolina did the thing, played for picks, had a nice rotation, took care of Real, and then just dropped the ball, allowing Lucky to get inside a ticket and find those kills for free. So Carolina, I mean, they're looking scattered. If you lose that round, that's an absolute dagger in the series, let alone the map. But DJ bails him out. 0.1 probably left on the clock before he gets the bomb off, but we go again. Intel on Slasher, see if they can find the nades, or maybe not. Rencor saves that for a little bit later. But Carolina, you see on the minimap the emphasis they have on that B site. They don't want the bomb planted over there at all, in spite of the fact that Heretics have been working them at A.
Little zoom there with the RC car. Your casting team now has full visual of the game once again, guys. Production was helping us out by telling us what was going on. And what a good time we've had. I mean, just the sort of droning of that thing is enough to give you a little bit of anxiety about where it could be right now. Peach finally manages to crack glass and might be able to cause a problem there. No, well identified. That's going to be that. Real's first blood, though. That is a problem. Plant by A. A full strength Miami Heretics now. Tuck yourselves into these corners, boys. Find yourselves on map point.
Metals is just in prime position as soon as any gunfire happens. Never mind, jinxed it, not in prime position. He has to get out with his life, but great news is Lucky finds Gwyn, and Gwyn would have been the guy to take care of Metals. And for a 2v3, you lose control of the windows. It's the pistol shots and the Lucky shots rolling through. And again, it is the A site that Heretics just own. All of the efforts on Carolina on defense are to defend B, and Heretics are like, fine, we'll just attack Slasher every single round. And they've been incredibly effective. I mean, maybe perfect on the offensive end as well. Like, this has been free.
We brought up the defensive stat from the Ravens being so strong, but either way, man, Heretics are playing this one perfectly. Vivid was a bullet away from picking up the two-piece there, which obviously changes the state of things, but that reposition doesn't allow TJ any coverage on the approach up towards the A-bomb site alone, and even though that player was a submachine gun player, it's still a tough one. Map point, Heretics, you needed one map to make it in a winners. You might be getting two. Little rat-tat-tat gunfire there over by the B side of the map. You're trying to get towards middle, but that's where Metals is. And he's laying prone, and he's in a corner, and here comes the stun check. Can TJ win the fight? Yes, please. First blood.
That's a huge win. TJ getting active as well. I was going to say Heretics more or less like captured the B site, pushed out, and Carolina forced to work A, but DJ moving quick to make it happen. Bomb's going to get planted as well, and a fairly distant setup for Vivid on the map. So Carolina have everything they could possibly want, including TJ on the prowl, but he gets baited into it. Great teamwork there from the Heretics. You got a 3v3.
3v3, no TJ. Tight corners here, Gwyn. Try to find anything out of this one. The perfect line of sight to catch Lucky if he crosses, but I don't know if he's going to cross yet. There he goes. He spots one out. Vivid picking up another. Perfect timing on the pinch here from Gwyn. Lovely positioning. Can he get the other player in? He cannot. Raincore now makes it 1v1 against Slash shot from stage. Secures it for the Ravens.
Yeah, and how about that angle from Gwyn? Got to steal that one for a post-plan and ranked play. Just able to spot the players out crossing back net. So in perfect position. And of course, it is off the back of the TJ first blood. AR players in the middle of the map, able to send them that intel. So the play for pick style on offense working for Carolina, but they got to figure their defenses out, and they got to figure it out right now if they want to get back into this one. Heretics have just been working them over towards A. And part of me thinks if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just keep getting back to it. You can see a little bit of a different sort of position on the map. Heretics maybe stealing one out of the playbook from Carolina. They're just looking all over the map and see what they can find. And Carolina made the adjustment. They stacked up this A site. They're getting active, and they do not get the first blood. Metals, Gunny on point. Might have just delivered you the game for Heretics.
That might be it. We'll find out. You've still got presence over by the B-bomb site from Slasher. He has abandoned the site now, back over towards the concourse. Lucky now barging through, breaking doors. And this trophy, oh man, that is going to help out a lot. Already nearly finished. There it is, done. I'm eating all sorts of goodies. Real managing to find one. Gwyn is gone. Slasher now trying to find that entry. Heretics, you have devoured them. Real, what an unbelievable set of kills. And nothing but laughter and joy across their faces as they go up 2-0.
Yeah, and they should be joyous. The turnaround this squad has had in S&D. All the work they did in the sort of Christmas break or holiday break on point. And Real, an absolute menace. 12 kills he's able to get, ruthlessly efficient shots towards the end as well. And Carolina, frankly, just getting back down and bullied out. I mean, Slasher on the defensive end, just every site that they got attacked, he's just backing down, giving it to them. Really not able to capitalize on anything. If they weren't getting the first blood for Carolina, they were looking hopeless, and they had fewer first bloods as well.
A brutal showing. And Real's 12-6. He was doing it all, folks. Absolutely fantastic stuff. Well, chance. They needed one. They've got 2 maps now. The Heretics are flying through this series. Hacienda control now. Mate, I don't know what's going to happen next. We talk about the old Hacienda buff. There's a hard point after that one as well. And then a Vault S&D for game 5 if the Ravens can somehow pull their bootstraps up and get back into this one. But right on, man. This is an absolute show. And Heretics are looking gross, Desk. Gross.
Loving it, actually. This has been a really fun series, especially if you're a Miami fan, because all the pressure was released. At the end of that hard point, you already accomplished your goal. You're in the winner's bracket. Now you're on match point, though. I don't think anyone was expecting a 6-3 beatdown in Surge.
And it's not only that was a 6-3 beatdown in Surge, it's just you talk about where they started at, right? Like, they used to have a less than 50% chance at winning that first engagement. You go into a map like this, you got Real with 3 alone, Metals sitting with 2. So, again, just they do so well in this map. And on top of that, they won 5 attack rounds. It's the aggression for Miami Heretics. This is the identity of this team. You see it in Hardpoint as well. They just continuously are in your face all the time and don't give you room to breathe. And I feel like in the Search and Destroy, we really saw them their attacks towards that B site.
Yeah, not many major adjustments on the side of Carolina. I mean, dude, I was just laughing to myself because, like, honestly, if I'm Slasher, I put my hands up after that map and I'm like, guys, like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Like, I'm getting pushed out by Real. This guy's slippery. Like, in the middle of gunfights, like, it's going to be tough to take that guy out. And you just saw they're playing it, man. Like, you have him flanking, slow pushing over towards A. Once you get bombed down, retaking on A is, like, next to impossible if the team plays it correctly, which Miami were doing. So, yeah, Carolina looking a little, like, sleepy coming into this series.
It could get interesting as well with so many teams sitting at 4-3. We thought Carolina, after a 4-0 start, was going to be dominant, a shoo-in for a top 2, top 3 seed. Now they're looking like they could be on the bottom side of that winner's bracket with a very tough first round opponent. A lot left still to play, though, here at the CDL. We still have a full day of action and potentially 3 more maps, but you got to win 2 Haciendas to get to that vault if you're Slasher and crew.
Well, what's so interesting about this is Red Card Search and Destroy wasn't really a favorite for either side of these things, so now Miami's kind of added that to their map pool, and Hacienda's a little bit similar. Like, Miami's 0-1 sitting on that Hasi control. Carolina has not really had a lot of success there either, so this is, again, we've seen what team has kind of put the work into these maps.
Miami's been putting in the work, and it's starting to show. Nameless has a great example of it from game number 1. Walk me through the hard point.
Yeah, let's jump into drawing conclusions. Listen, we've had a lot of Skyline today. It's been map 1 in all the series, so people are learning. If in my ranked games you're still scamming me on Skyline, we're going to have a problem, right? So let's talk about this. We're going to be on rotation here, and we're going to talk about roles a little bit, okay? So Miami currently, they have hill control. There's 14 seconds left, right? So we're going to be thinking about rotating over. And the next hill, you see Carolina has the positioning. They're set up. So they have 2 players right here. Their primary objective here is just to, like, keep these guys at bay, right? They want to back them down and potentially get the kills, but really back them down and not allow them to, like, get through and make a play and find any kills. So we're going to talk about roles and why it's impactful and why you need to communicate in the middle of these games and make good calls. So this is Lucky. He's just ironed here. He's just making sure nobody pushes through, kills his teammate in the hill, finds a scam kill. Simple, right? He's an AR player. He's the iron player. So let's play this. We'll get back to the mini-map here in a second. So you see they're backing those guys down, make sure nobody gets through, nobody finds a huge scam. Even though they die, it's fine. They've already done their job. You see these guys now, after getting that kill, they're expecting pressure to be coming through mid here, right? So look at how Miami play this. This is communication. They slow down. Right? They have everybody in this area, but they're going to slow down and wait for number 5 to get pushed up to a good position. And now you see Real. He is just sitting right here waiting for his teammate Lucky.
That boy
AR roll, slow, playing for information, right? These are the small things that matter, the things you have to communicate. Lucky gets the information there, and then you double chow him. And then you see all the trades come in after that, picking up the pinches. Lucky ends up with 16 assists on this map because their communication was so good. So it's the small things that matter and how you break. It might look simple, them all flying to the back, but they're setting these things up.
And a lot of times we give credit to those SMG players for the multi-kill. That time you finally get to see the AR's impact from third person. Awesome stuff from Miami in the first respawn. Can they win a second and the series? It's time to find out. Miles, Chance, take it away.
Can they win a second and the series? We wanted one map. We might get 3. Crazy stuff, but we're going to Hacienda for that game of control. And nice to see the AI players getting love there. That was a really fun drawing conclusions. I don't know if I'm ever going to be able to slow down my gameplay as a submachine gun chance, but we'll find out one of these days. Let's find out how this game of control goes. Where are you dressed for this one, mate? Where are you leaning? Don't cross your fingers.
Well, on paper, I feel like Carolina are going to have the edge. Like on the defensive end on this map, Carolina have been on point 4-1 on their defensive rounds, but they have gone over on their offensive rounds. Miami Heretics, though, have just more or less been bullied out on both sides as well. And granted, obviously, you know, the competition you're playing is a bit of a factor, so we'll see how it pans out. But I would say on paper, Carolina have an advantage on Hacienda control. But if you're just paying attention to the momentum of this series so far, it feels like Miami Heretics can do no wrong. So that just means for me, it's going to be a fun battle. Obviously, guys like Real are going to be leading the charge. Gwyn may be on point in the control game mode, but he's gotten picked apart thus far in this series. We've yet to really feel his presence.
Plenty of time still, Gwyn. If you make this a 5-map series, we'll certainly feel something. Smacking through the middle of the map, looks like it's going to be the Heretics 2 up, 2 down. And so far it's Renko, the only man in the feed. They're finding them big old kills. 2 either side now go. So a relatively even start for everyone. Not a whole lot of presence towards either side, but we are going for it now. Metals on the approach. That's a win from Gwyn. Felt that one indeed.
And that's a huge little moment, to be honest. Yeah. Anthonyms in the mix, but you at least get your SMG player in and around office, so we should be good to trade out some of these kills, but you want him to do it sooner rather than later. All the damage is going to get done. Well, it's going to be healed back up, but 2 players on the B zone, but these 2 players by B for Miami going to be left on a bit of an island. TJ and Slasher were in their spawn playing for kills, but Heretics have cleaned them off the board in a slow capture over towards B. They've bought their teammates so much time to get over.
Look at the coverage now, Vivid. You're not going to be able to get one out of this one unless you're a little bit luckier, my friend. Good shots. The cover wasn't there. Renko had to be backed up, so the teamwork from the Ravens saves the day. You get 3 in the feed. You get a little bit of space to work with.
Yeah, Flocks be flying. Vivid, nice little sequence there from him. One of the best shots we have in the league and delivers there, and Gwyn continues to feel a bit of pain. He has died 6 times already in this round, and we're even on lives for the moment, but a disjointed effort so far as Vivid roaming the hallway, wants to clean up the A zone. The spot from Metals, though, proves strong.
I mean, it's great from that angle. It's not so great for you coming at it from bottom fire, but Tej from the hip into Real. 25 seconds to go, and the Ravens will get on the board first. Can they hold on? A little bit of pressure towards the A side of the map now, but lovely hold there from Slasher. Top off is strictly business. Tej's cut in half on the approach through mid, and now you've got a chance to maybe get onto B, but you have got to book it, boys.
I tell you, Real is zapping. Keep in mind, Metals is behind enemy lines, but his teammates are getting cut down before they can get there. Nice shots from Lucky, though. And Metals, you can see in the feed, got dealt with. Now we're towards the B zone. Lucky's trying to look over him, but not quite good enough. Carolina had everybody in position, but with Slasher with a double team kill, here's your opportunity.
This is not over yet. There was a single point of failure in the zone, and then a team kill arrives, and Lucky now has arrived. Oh, but Slasher, he may be able to make amends. Real trying to defend the point, and that's it. He can sigh a tremendous breath of relief. Slasher may team kill the boys, but he gets both those players off of A, and he does win the round.
Yeah, it needs to as well, because I think they even got an extra tick of progress off the back of that, but at the very least, another look at the best play. Vivid, multiple weapons he's using in this moment, so ruthlessly efficient with his shots. Does not miss a bullet, so clean stuff there from Vivid, and ultimately a clean round for Carolina. As mentioned, their defenses on this map have been close to flawless. Only a hiccup here or there.
Nothing wrong with hiccups.
You just hold your breath.
We get scared, or I mean, I'm not sure if any of those actually work. There was that person that had been hiccuping for like a decade or something. That's really sad. Tough scenes. Hope something scares you in this round, folks. Ravens scared by the team kill a moment ago. This time round, it's Real. Metals makes mistakes once again. Another Hacienda. Little bit of a kerfuffle indeed, folks. Well, it's a lot of skulls up in the top side of the map. Vivid trying to pick up a flank here and hopefully get some pressure on B.
Did he nade in front of himself and slide into it? That's a wild thing for a player to do, isn't it, Miles?
I don't want to talk about it. Here we go. It's Tej. 3 dead. Last guy top off is now. Metals is a problem, though. Both Slasher and TJ cut to pieces as Gwyn gets involved, but it might be a little bit too late. You only had 1 boy on the point. You might have been able to get some more. This B zone defense is now a little bit harder.
I was going to say, this is an opportunity for Gwyn to sort of get the kills flowing just a little bit, but he gets caught up top, and now Vivid, him and Slasher sort of left alone for the moment towards B. Vivid just wants to stop the clock, and a kill falls into his lap, but Metals, I mean, makes light work of him, and Lucky just backs Slasher down.
Oh,
and Gwyn just check the glasses or something. His eyes half shut.
Tough. There's big ones there from the Heretics. 2020 in the life count as well. So for now, it's all about just punching your way through, finding your way onto A maybe. Are they going to get some segment progress here? 30 seconds to go though, lads. You need to make a decision and start to make some objective progress because the round is coming to an end.
Oh man, yeah, they're just...
No way.
Their vision right now, not clean.
Oh dear, it was 2020 the life count a minute ago, but it's tough. And Lucky's in your sport now. Oh dear, this is gonna hurt. And it hurt a lot. Lucky finds 2. Still keeping these players in spawn. Heretics looking to level it up very, very quickly. That is gonna be 1-1. And a very solid difference in the kills department as well. Heretics walk away with that one.
Yeah, and the setup they just achieved on the mini-map, by the way, was gorgeous to look at from Miami. So they really just trapped them in on the sort of back or Lambo spawn and completely controlled the map. And Carolina just continued to have just, like, awkward moments. Like, Metals naded himself again on this map, so he's 2 for 2 in back-to-back days for that type of situation, and that just doesn't matter at all. Gwyn walking into top office, not seeing a player standing straight up. Slasher, a little bit tougher to see that player in that sort of like a dark secret hall, but just a few awkward moments here and there. But Heretics fully capitalizing.
And they bounce back, they roll over it, you know, water off a duck's back. They just keep going, man. Swap sides again. Ravens defense. How's this gonna go? Rancor's 4-11, like strange stat lines, man. Strange stat lines. Real's having a big one. That was also going crazy. Whoa, Vivid. Just stayed still for a little too long there. Lucky found the angle. A nice 2 dead there, and look, a little bit of an A capture. I don't hate this at all. If Lucky keep the boys safe, then this should be fine, but easier said than done.
Yeah, and of course, with just a solo capture, they're just buying themselves time to see if they can set up for some spawn kills, but they're not setting up for anything. They're running for their lives. Lucky does get out of dodge, but that just means he has 2 teammates coming out of spawn. They got to get past Slasher and Tej, but Metals gonna open up that door, so the floodgates over towards this B side of the map should be good for Miami. Metals on a 5 spree, by the way. He loves controlling this office area.
He does indeed. He's not getting a lot of points for this, so don't worry too much about the Cruiser or the Hellstorm for a while, but it's just map presence. It's just problems. His teammates finding kills as well. 2 lives are the only thing really separating our squads right now. 3 dead in the feed. Pick up from Vivid there. That's going to be Plat, and that's going to be the spree done as well. So it's the A capture that you have to worry about. And I think you have to worry now, man. There's a couple of players on the stack.
They just can't get anything going, dude. Carolina are just struggling. They were so close to being like 4-man wiped and put into the spawn trap, but this is just painful. TJ is able to get you one, but instantly traded out in the A zone, the first one to fall, and that's typically the more difficult one to capture.
Yeah, B now. This is where we get going. Real's trying to be a brick wall of defense. Metals and Rancor, they're on the stack. Trying to stay alive, in and out of tin. This is a great position to be in right now. You've still got full plat control, so Real now can oscillate between that inside and outside play. Rancor now getting things going. A 5-3 from him, turns it into a 6. Massive work and another all 3 down there for the Ravens, and 3 members now of the Heretics on point, and that is the offensive round secured.
What the hell has happened to Carolina? I mean, no coordination. They're just looking like they are lost for the moment, trying to pick up the pieces and figure out what to do. Gwyn has 20 deaths. The next most on his team has like 12. Like, they are playing 2 different games of Call of Duty. And Heretics, I mean, just completely happy for it. Light work for the moment, 1 round away, and they're good to go. And they get the defense as well. This is shaping up to be the hottest of hot 3-0s.
These boys could not have peaked at a better time with the major just around the corner as well for the Heretics. To descend upon Spain, all smiles, feeling good, forms great in front of a very friendly crowd. This is going to be something. Yeah, Gwyn 9-20. We have never seen that. Match point Heretics.
He's keeping up with the kills on his team. He just happens to be dying twice as much as anybody else. Like, I don't know what sort of bad thing that means for the Carolina Ravens, but at least a good opening break. You get 3 kills, you get pressure on the B zone, you get offense control as well. Slasher says, I'll just do it myself, but that's a brand new spot for him. He gets eviscerated, and with a man down, you expect Carolina to collapse once again. Vivido on the point. It is trades rolling through. And he's got the help he needs from TJ, so okay, Carolina, they got some fight.
Yeah, great work out, Carolina. Second segment of B cleaned up. That's going to be the third on its way, and there's no one near. Look at the spawn pressure now from Slash. He's running up, getting in their faces. Gwyn adds another death to the pile, but that's fine, man. He is involved in absolutely everything. TJ now picking up the flank. Are you able to capture B? Oh, a quick contest. Nice work. Just enough tags in there to make the fight easy enough for Vivid to get the cap. That's 2 minutes to rock and 24 lives for the Ravens.
And they're just gonna roll them through their spawn as well. TJ, I mean, he gets to make this his home. It is his turn, and you just need Vivid to get out of spawn. If you can get past Lucky, you're gonna win this round without too much of a hitch. TJ, I mean, he just owns office. Gwyn might get one, but you're expecting the trades to roll through. But Lucky's doing his job. Lucky, the lone man, has just been spawn trapping Vivid. So Carolina don't quite have enough bodies to feel comfortable hopping the point. But of course, with a minute and 40 in a 9-life lead, we're shaped up for a round 5.
Potentially. A big old lead. And Gwyn hitting a very... No, okay. We're going to hit down low instead. Good work. Perfect coverage. A nice teamwork there, maybe. But Real manages to find an angle, find a window. And this is a problem. Yeah, Rencor as well continues his run. They haven't completed the A segment, though, so still a little bit of work to do. So that's going to be the carrot. But is there a stick involved? Tej is just hunting for kills right now, trying to get the boys anything to work with.
They're blatantly hunting for these kills. I mean, which is fine. That's been like the Carolina style, I suppose. But this is a lot of time that you could have stopped the clock, and this is doing a whole lot of nothing. It's 16v8, but finally makes his move. I'm thinking you just want to get the objective anyway, but Carolina just, I mean, they're taking their sweet time.
It's fine. TJ, we've watched them go in and out, up, down, all around.
This is bad, no, this is horrible.
That's 3. You're back in spawn, Gwyn. You got to pounce. Catch out Rencor. Yeah, gets it. But bad news, 11-6. Less than a minute to rock here. Metals has managed to stay alive. Can Gwyn pin him down and catch him? Can indeed. Keep going. 5 lives now for the Heretics to get us to a final round. Ravens, let's get going.
A 9v5. How has this been such a dominant round? And I'm losing faith in Carolina by the second. And TJ's also like one of the only ones that's been like getting near the point. TJ got 10 kills in this round, and it's a 7v4.
We're not over yet, folks. 7v4. Heretics with their last lives. Big old slide. Slasher gone. The clock is still ticking. This is not over yet. The trades are done. Rencor and the boys now through the outside. Is anyone going to jump on the point and try to stop this? Yes. 5 plays 3. Real has spotted them out. No, he hasn't. Oh, what am I looking at? He's just got away with it. 7.4. And a pinch is now on. Rencor could win the map here. Pressure through the front. It's not over yet. Finds a big one. It's all down to Real, and they know where he is. Surely not the weirdest round of control you may ever see.
That might be the worst. Well, okay, first half of that round for control from Carolina Royal Ravens, flawless. TJ, I think, quite literally gets like 9 or 10 kills in the matter of like a minute and 15 seconds. Dominant. And then the second half might be some of the worst control we have seen all year. That's crazy. I don't understand what the hell was going on for Carolina. The trades were disconnected. The flow just completely stopped. No incentive to hop on the zone. But they got the job done. We're going to a round 5, and all is well that ends well, but I'm turning into a hater is what's going on, Miles.
We get a sodium check on chance, please, folks. Defense goes to the Miami Heretics. That's probably a good thing for them, let's face it. Here we go, into the fray, into the mix. And this time round, we're not seeing as clean an opener here from the Ravens. It's a nice back and forth, white and blue kill feed. Slow cap on A. See if they can get that done even faster this time round. Big old shoulders there. Slasher's going to back on up. And again, you get Vivid finding kills down low. So keeping the A capture alive and very much well. First segment should be done in a second. There we go.
Great kills. Now they're getting on the A zone. This is what you love to see. Maybe they were doing something like 200 IQ that I just lost track of, but this is much better so far. Slasher on point with the pistol. Able to climb a little fence, nice stack, all the kills flowing their way. This is gorgeous control being played right now. As fast as you want that A zone, you get it. Vivid setting up here for some spawn kills. Oh, yeah. This is as good as it gets.
Oh, yeah. A bit of lucky now, trying to make his way in on towards any point of contest here. TJ, the lone man on capture. How long can he hold on for? Buying some time. Here comes Gwyn through the office pinch as well. He's been dealt with. Lucky has just eviscerated him. So 3 down for the Ravens. Last man up is going to be Slasher trying to fight his way through the top here. And he has been caught. So the Ravens now on the back foot.
I mean, I don't know if he got caught. He had a player 1 HP and then he just turned and ran away and got shot in the back. They also, when Vivid was setting for the spawn kills, had like 3 down and they're just so slow.
It's a sodium check. It's another sodium check now. What's the point? It's 3 dead.
There we go.
Here we go. Onto the point. Go to the Ravens. Lucky on the pinch. Able to catch anything out here. Is he about to be red in the back? He sure is. What a turn. But Gwyn is down. Second segment, 50% complete. Another 3 down. Ravens are flying. Second seg gone. Metals with a hero play. Absolutely gunned. And you've seen it all here, folks. The Ravens stay alive as they pull those control rounds out by just by the roots. That was a nutty game.
I mean, effectively dominant. It may be just like one poor moment in the final round or like a small little mishap kind of deal, but ultimately incredibly well played. So yeah, I got to check the old NSCL and sort of maybe I'm the one that needs to hit the regain button, but that round 4 had me in a blender. Either way, though, Ravens fighting back in the series from down 2-0 and ultimately incredibly well-played offensive round. So back-to-back there. And shout-out to TJ for it. 23 kills in the 3 offensive rounds that they had. In 10 of them, he had in the round 4 almost instantly at the start of the round. So he was racking them up like crazy. And TJ, a shining light right now for this team. 32 kills. He was also the main slayer on Skyline as well for map number 1. So TJ has been shooting his gun. He'll be the player to watch for map number 4 as we take a gander at the highlights from map 3.
And the highlights were something, man. I mean, there were pieces. There was plenty of 3 downs, some really nice multi-kills. Superb spawn pressure there from the Heretics. Their first few rounds were very, very nice, especially the ones they win. Real had some great moments. Rancor started out a little slow in the stats department, but again, when he picks up kills, they're very, very important ones, man. He's a superb addition to this Heretics roster here in the 2025 season. Teach as well had his moments. We saw some weird, lulls in the gameplay. That 4th round was something we're going to be talking about for a minute, but either way, man, a crazy, crazy game of control. Real and Rancor Shots nearly pulled this one out. They genuinely nearly did it, despite the massive life disparity. They came close, but not enough in the end. GG's. We go next.
Yeah, and maybe for that round 4, like they just really wanted to win off of kills rather than the objective for whatever reason, maybe trusting in their offenses, but I mean, I don't know if people are going to criticize TJ for not hopping on the zone, but I feel like TJ is probably just thinking, I'm God this round. Like someone else hop on the objective for me because he was shredding. But either way, Hacienda there for map number 3. We'll stay on Hacienda for the map number 4 as well. And if you watched Miami Heretics play on this map yesterday, they had a mostly fun time. Quite a few hellstorms they were able to collect as well. And certainly a map that they have proven they can fight on. So opportunity for them to win this series here at Carolina on a map that is very structured, where like everybody on the team has to be doing the right things at the right time, where you can just really sit in the hill on any given zone except for P1 and just make sure your teamwork is on point. You're thinking Carolina have some good odds too.
Hey, this should be a good one. This should be a really, really nice hard point to watch. Given the way that Skyline went, both teams played that one effectively very, very well. That was a bit of a blender at times. This one, a lot more structured, as you said. Let's see how it goes. Hacienda, don't put your shoes on yet, folks. We're still here. If we do have to go the distance, though, That game 5 is waiting for us, and the Ravens fans want it. And T just staying very much hydrated, but also carbonated. He's got them bubbles. That makes me gassy. Tej though, all gas, no brakes.
He can handle whatever he wants. TJ's got all the tricks, from PJ Halley to TJ Halley. Believe it or not, I don't think he's the oldest SMG player in the league. He's either the oldest or the second oldest. Beezy is older than anybody would think. Beezy is 25 years old, which is crazy to me, but TJ certainly a legend in the competitive Call of Duty scene. I mean, he's been running people's pockets since he was like 13, 14 years old back in AW, rolling up to events in his PJs, and I feel like he is a player, last year included, and then he has carried that into this year, like evolved his gameplay into a true sort of veteran status kind of player as well. So he's been bringing the heat. He's always been a ton of fun to watch. And I mean, again, now he is just like an absolute quality player. He can be the superstar, he can make the vet plays, he can do it all. But as for Carolina, sitting in the 6th seed currently at 4-2, comfortably in the winners bracket. Miami Heretics, of course, well, they're more interested in the CDL points. Almost certainly they'll be playing Toronto Ultra in round number 1. And frankly, that'll be the true test of their S&D gameplay.
Oh, absolutely, man. I mean, Ultra 6-0 here in the run-up to the major. Their split has been fantastic for them. The qualifiers online have been very kind when they're finding those big dubs. We'll see how they fare on LAN. Excited to see how Black Ops 6 plays on LAN. We've seen some very impressive gameplay from players on extremely low pings, how dangerous the assault rifles can be. I cannot wait to see what it's going to look like in Madrid. Hopefully everyone is fighting fit. Put on a fantastic show for you folks, whether you're watching from home or whether you're watching from the arena. It is going to be a good time. Here we go though. Hacienda Hardpoint. Is the end of the series here for the Heretics, or is it just the beginning for the Ravens? Let's get it going.
And again, a fun map. P1 is definitely a difficult one to collect time, but there's also a few teams that really seem to have like cracked that code. So obviously you got to worry about the 4 different windows in the 4 corners, the open hall look over coming from you, coming from Fire Bottom Secret, but the teams that have handled it have turned P1 into a masterclass. So you never know if one of these teams will add that strat to their tool belt, but otherwise, you need to rotate early. You got to rotate often. You can hold especially P2s and P4s down for substantial amounts of time.
Nobody home for Real here. He's going to be hitting the hard point in the mode. The rest of the boys backing him up top side of the map though. A lot of Ravens players here. Nice nades this time from Slasher. It's going to be 3 dead either side. Close spawns there for the members of the Ravens. They find the early hard point time. Metals right back into it. Absolute chaos ensues.
Yeah, clean strat as well off the opening break, just sort of giving up the rock hall pressure and playing off of every other angle. And masterfully handled and good P1 time so far. And another 3-man down in the feed, and they got Real as well. That's all 4. But take a look at those spawns. Slasher happy for the knife kill. It's gonna be Metals in the back. And I don't think they're expecting to be here because you just assume they're all gonna be spawning out, but with that little gift, Metals might end up making the play.
Oh, he's opened up fire, and now he's done. There we go. Trade's complete. Slasher. First man in, first man to get the kill on the back, and he's identified a few more players, but he's not timed it that well. Rencor, he catches one out. Hardpoint still in the hands of the Ravens for now, and that's it. The backline is now safe. Guns forward at the ready. Gwyn's got the middle of the lobby covered, but he's in the middle of it, and that's not an easy fight to win.
And he who controls Zig controls the time as well. But you see Real making it towards that power position. TJ is the one. Big responsibility to handle these players, and he at least picks up Rencor, but now Heretics flooding through the back for the back spawns, and you can see Real got through Zig, and whoever controls that section controls time. So Heretics, a little bit of fight in them, a nice P2 break, and it's for a good chunk of time.
Yeah, that was great. A perfect 3 down when you needed it the most. Ravens have spread across map towards the new hard point, or at least on the entryway to it. Rencor now on a bit of a wrap. Over towards fences we go. In 6 seconds, it's going to be open for business, and it looks like Rencor might be the first man there. Slasher hot on his heels, but not that close, and that is awkward. He takes the scenic route, and Rencor will live in the back.
Yeah, just in brand new sections of the map that, you know, outside of spawning up, you don't see too often, but not a massive influence. I mean, Carolina just getting every single other kill, so they know he's back here, but how much do they really care? Slasher, he'll just run away and let Vivid take care of it. So Rencor, all of that effort for the back spawns, and Carolina, excuse me, completely neutralize it. A good hold so far.
Through top we go. Real and Rencor find their respective kills, and over the top it's Gwyn. He's starting to shoot now, folks. There we go. 3 dead for the Heretics. Last man up close on the point, and that should be a decent chunk of time. You're looking at a single...
nice moves.
Whoa, you're looking at a conga line of reinforcements that are right on through fences in towards the hard point. Metal's down. It looks like another 3 dead any second now.
Yeah, Carolina really showing off the goods on the teamwork front as well, ignoring the right players at the right times, rotating when they need to, and they'll be towards P4 first. Unfortunate timing there from Vivid, but he's got plenty of help for the reinforcements. Slasher's responsible for the Lambo side. Gwen's got the front. 2 players for the hallway. And the hallway is where the pressure's mainly going to be coming from. The TJ, him and Vivid, they strike first.
Yeah, good shots as well. Raincore's back out, but again, you're willing to just maintain position. Raincore somehow still alive. He is difficult to bring down on the Gwyn, playing it close. Possible pieces here, no, doesn't get him. Slasher now up next on the hard point. Contest is there still, and he's just laid prone. He's just laid prone and managed to walk away with a couple, and his teammates are there for it. Another 3 down. Ravens up. Heretics down.
Yeah, it's absolutely huge. This is a near perfect full 60 shaping up at the very least. Little contest time rolling through, but Heretics, they don't want to contest. They want to chow, and they chow into death. And that is a beautifully orchestrated P3 and P4 in sequence. That is as good as it gets there from Carolina. That is some gorgeous Call of Duty being played.
It's vintage Ravens, and by that I mean from, what, a month ago?
Yeah.
When we go again, folks, 127 to 47 as they are looking strong here on Hacienda. Vivid and Tej alongside Slasher with the 11 and 5. They are running this one. Big kills all over the place. Lucky down in P1. Gets himself at least 1 or 2, but look at the pressure. Every single time you kill a member of the Ravens, another one flies in the same spot, dives on the hill, pulls that attention all over the place. They are looking fantastic so far, not taking their foot off the gas yet.
Yeah, and Heretics looking to get some semblance of control, but this is a difficult hill to make it happen on. But Metals for a big 2 in the top hallways. Unfortunately, his teammates on time end up falling. So Rancor is going to be moving in, but a tough hill to stay alive on. Vivid there straight away from the trades, and Ravens right now just sort of chipping away at the bodies. Heretics continuously flooding the point, and just so tough to actually be able to get that time, and maybe nice kills being picked up top. Metals, frankly, should have a freebie on the back line, so Heretics are getting slammed.
Oh my god, you saw nothing, chat. Wow, what a kill. That was disgusting. And that gives you a... Yeah, you know what, guys, just go for a Carolina listening. Just do it. Raw Ravens, hit it.
There's 2. You're both weak. There's 3. I got 2 more.
Close front, study.
No one was there. Much up.
I'm looking at it. When you watch center, bro.
Ivor center. Shadow front.
Center.
I'm here. Nice.
One shot, close time.
Nice. One more. Watch out, absolutely. In the right corner.
Okay, we get this time and go mid together. I'm going top mid.
Leave you? You can go. I'm going to block well. If we get a kill,
We should go mid.
I'll come in the back, maybe.
I don't think they'll petite, so I'm here with him.
Well, I'm trying
Yo,
to
top close, I think. Plat. I think he plats the time.
I'm trying to rush.
We block this behind us.
Guys,
All good. Take our time here.
I'm setting my dark. Spawn out deep as fuck.
I'll stop in front.
I stand in dark. We'll come dark with you, bro.
Like slow working, top open right now.
Probably you or some shit. Yeah, it could be. I'm standing dark. I'm gonna stun it hill. Outer fence point. Lucky. Dead. Nice. Probably push out you still. Let's work. Yeah, I'm done. Right in the corner,
Office stairs.
I'm just getting front door.
Back to lucky weak. Back to lucky weak. Real's gonna be you or something, bro.
Close you.
How many times? Every hope. Shot in there. One shot.
I'm one shot as fuck.
There's our fence.
Outer. Dead.
Nice. One close to you. Somewhere. We drop outer fence. Get plant.
Outer fence.
Outer
Fence weak.
I have it.
Outer fence, one shot, absolute.
Inner fence weak. Outer fence lucky. Lucky, watch outer fence.
Another one's here.
Lucky.
Deep their side.
One close as
time.
fuck. Yeah.
Stand down.
Shot. One to med.
I need it over.
Inner open around.
I'm going top. Oh no, nice.
Alright, Real's gonna be
I'll help you teach him one shot though.
I'm pitching their side close.
Alright, I'm coming with you.
Pitching their side close. I'm in middle. Just wait. Mid there. Let's shot on me. I backed up. Let's shot open.
Yeah, I'm coming.
I'm waiting for you. They're hot. Open. Done.
No, their side closed. Their side closed.
Middle.
He's gonna play you mid. Yep.
We get another one.
There's one hill. I'm 1 mid again. Hill weak. He'll do 1 mid. He's their side. Top him in. Hit him in. Left. One with you, Ace. One with you.
I hear you. Hop up into. I got one.
Nice. I stunned hill. Club. I stunned 2. They're both on hill.
Watch out their side hill.
Nated him.
2v2.
Nice. There's side right. No, there's 2v2.
I'm nading over.
I have a trophy outside hill. There's 3 on hill. There's 3 on hill.
Stun 2 on
Good
hill.
time to get it.
Hitting our low bar.
Stun 2.
He's going prime up open.
He's in trap pitches. We gotta go faster. It's up to you.
I flip P2 first.
Stay bottom bar. Stay bottom bar. 2 on hill.
Flip P2.
He's bottom bar.
They know.
And top it. Top 5.
Nice going.
He jumped out. There's 2 bottom bar. 2 bottom bar 1 time.
One shot. Arthur's time.
How's the time done?
I'm gonna go out mid.
I'm gonna work dark here.
Four triggers though.
There's 2 old.
I'm waiting for you guys.
Rail and Red old. They're gonna go open.
One's out open.
A great listening, but an even better comeback from the Heretics. Chance they were down bad. Now they're just down.
Yeah, those early rotations really pay off. P4 once again proving to be a money hill, and the players for Heretics still had to go large though, because Carolina were absolutely putting on the pressure, as they will continue to do on P1. 2 players down low for Heretics, and both of them fall. And Vivid, well, he's able to claim the time, if not for Slasher, with his 3rd team kill with nades of the series.
Absolutely smacking it. But we've only just crossed over the 200 point mark right now for the Ravens, and you have been somehow caught out again. Rinkor on the turn, no, and now towards P2 we go, looking towards these spawns. Heretics are about to get pinched out of their minds, but at the same time, this could work out. You are another team kill. You are slowly working this one forward, and this is a sensational look. If you can break the back here, you've got it all going for you. Heretics are still alive.
And Vivid's playing hide and seek. I mean, this could be for the game if Vivid could break this one down. But he gets dealt with, just overwhelmed. That was 3 bodies there for Heretics on the rotation. And a full 60 here, you're right back in the game and fighting. And they have control of everything. Lucky on an iron, looking forward.
3 through rock. Everything hitting the front side now. Damage dealt with an 8. Can Real pick up these kills? You're gonna get 1. Real finds 1. Lucky the 2nd and the 3rd through Zig. Oh, what a break. Ravens. Oh, the contest is done. They're in, and that's their hard point.
Dude, and this has been a crazy efficient game from Carolina as well. A wonderful break, and Gwyn again, you control Zig, you win everything, and now you're just diving into death. The trade's easy there for the Carolina boys, and TJ is home on time. Easy kills there on Rancor. That was a flawless break and maybe a victory lap. Heretics are going to be forced to contest for 2 seconds, and nobody will be here in time. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to a map 5.
Oh my goodness. Vintage Carolina Royal Ravens there on Hacienda Hardpoint. I think a record number of team kills, however, from Slasher with the frag grenades.
Yeah.
That man's got a lock in, but the Titan is absolutely smacking all over the place. But wow, a fantastic look at the hard points there, folks. Well, we go to another S&D, and oh my. Miami Heretics, you've fought so hard to get here. What happens next?
And I really enjoy that map because it's very easy to like identify plays. Here's the big rotation gunfights. Here's the big setups. How you going to break it down? Early on in the front half of the game, the only sort of good news Heretics had would they broke down P2. Able to fight through. Real picks up a nice couple kills coming in through Zig, but outside of that, didn't have much to offer. And Carolina just had a couple flawless hills. Again, the P3 to P4 chain that they orchestrated was a thing of beauty. And then after that, Heretics might have had another solid P4 hold, but otherwise stuffed out. And that just looked like Carolina sort of in their flow state. When Gwyn is popping off like that, that means things are going well in the comms. Everybody's doing their job in a runaway game on Hacienda. That stretch, though, absolutely gorgeous. From 47 points to back-to-back hills, they get 80 points on 2 hills. I mean, just utterly dominant.
Yeah, the battle of the bowls from P1 to P3 there. The Ravens started to create that distance. Yeah, if not for the comeback, man, it was a brilliant hard point out of the Ravens. Now we go to a game 5, and we're showing it up on Vault, folks. This is it, the final map. This is going to be an absolute doozy. We've got it all here. The red card was not that close, man, but that feels like a different team than the one we're seeing now out of the Ravens. We will find out, because this one is going to be an absolute banger. We're going to A, we're planting bombs, we're going to be smacking asses, folks. On the other side of this break, game 5, last map of the day. Carolina Royal Ravens taking on the Miami Heretics. Don't go too far. This is the CDL.
Upgrade your game with the Scuff, the official controller of the Call of Duty League. The Esports World Cup is an official partner of the Call of Duty League.
Nice, good shit. Right, I got you. I have it. Dead. Nice! Dead. Let's go, guys! Let's go! Let's go, Bruce! Se ha pegado. No doble aún. Ahora en la izquierda, tío. Me dio una en la izquierda, no ahora, está por medio.
I don't see anything, bro. I literally top up.
Put your head down
Nading him?
and secure the target. Planting the bomb.
I need him top up.
He's in the little thing.
Come in. Come back in.
I'm already bombs down.
Yeah, bombs down.
Yeah, that way, dead.
I can kill that guy. Done.
Above you on the gear.
No man.
No man's right now.
Now, hit them again before they
baby.
Hey, bro, I'm on Mars, right?
I'm on Mars.
But early in our 7th circle here, there's still 30 teams left. You don't have any resources. Get to the zone if you can. Win your gunfight. Maze somehow sneaks through. You see a lone Nubu Spartan running around like a chicken with his head cut off. There are so many squads. This is unprecedented. Being able to see this from the Concaster is so special. There's our first moving zone.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Game 5 time as we are very close to diving into this full 8. Absolutely ridiculous series, Chance, as far as things are concerned. I mean, we got ourselves a Heretics guaranteed our winners bracket. The Ravens have gone from bad looks to great looks in their run now towards this Game 5. How are we feeling? What's going to happen? Who am I?
I have no idea. Well, you're Miles Ross, so that is the only thing I know with any degree of confidence. Outside of that, not a clue. If you're looking at S&D prowess, Carolina certainly have had the edge, and specifically in map 5s, Miami Heretics have had a very painful go of it. They've had the one win, and that's when things, it seemed like, were starting to turn around for Search and Destroy, and Heretics do have an S&D win in the series already. The way they've lost some of these Game 5s, it just feels like collapses have taken place. And if you've been watching the entire series, well, it has been a collapse. From 2-0 up, looking utterly dominant, all the way to a map 5 and Carolina starting to play hardpoint like they're the best team in the game. So it is going to be a dogfight of a final Search and Destroy. Yeah, I just don't even know who the player to watch is going to be. I feel like you're going to have fun square-ups down the B lane between Slasher and Lucky. Maybe some flank opportunities there, but I know for the SMGs, it's just going to be some menaces on the map. TJ and Gwen attacking Real and Metals. And I know Real was certainly the standout player on map number 2. He was Slasher's nightmare.
He really was. Gwyn has started to get things going in the series as well, and better late than never, but for now, a sneaky Real and Metals who managed to dodge all the stuns and nades, who might get a free plant here, as long as he's got the coverage there, and he does, so interesting timing. Pays off right now for the Heretics. We're about to find out what happens next.
Nightmare continues. At least gets traded out. So Vivid, that's a huge trade to be able to pick up. But when Vivid has to pick that one up, opportunity for Rancor to also go on the pinch. Lucky's got gunfights. That's just trades rolling through. So Vivid gives you 2 massive kills in the round. Now it's up to Slasher and TJ to deliver.
And they're also going for their respective individual fights. Tej, good luck. Have fun with this one. Oh, it tags into everyone. Send in Slasher to finish the job. Who gets 1? And Rancor waiting for the re-heal timing. No.
Dang.
Yep. Heretics. It was close. And Slasher was, what, a second too late on the fight. And Rancor would have been there to stop the defuse immediately with 3 on the round from him down by the vault door. Nice stuff.
I tell you though, TJ is gross. Just to be able to even come close to pulling that one off. Great tags, but Slasher just a little bit too slow to get in the mix. Not enough time. And it's worth giving credit to Vivid as well, finding 2 big kills on the trade, but ultimately the game plan again for Miami Heretics, just too strong. Rancor able to attack the flanks, picking up 3. Real finding the hole on the map and getting through as well. Heretics have just been attacking in this game mode and to a great deal of success as the bomb over towards A. Planted straight away, but Heretics on the mini-map, I mean, they're flooding.
Heretics flood. Just like that bomb site is flooded. A nice opening kill here onto Vivid. Makes the retake a little bit easier. Now you've got to work your way through the bottom side, but it's where TJ is hanging out by the entry hole here. Beeping away. Slasher on the outside finds his. Real now knocking up close and personal. Pixel perfect moment, but there's too many players in too many corners and there's simply no way. It's a 2v1. It's now a 1v1. Rancor's got the time. Rancor! Oh, Gwyn got away with his life. 10. Can he get the defuse?
Oh!
It's too close to call. Rancor, a hero? Yes.
Oh!
That is unbelievable.
Stealing that away. I'm going to be honest. I thought there was no shot that he had it. Ungodly stuff there from Rancor and hunting down with the pistol as well. You see, he hesitated for a brief moment for the reload and went, nope, don't have that kind of time. And a nail biter to get that. That is unbelievable for Heretics. And a tough one for Carolina to have to swallow because they nearly bailed themselves out with that 3 versus 4. But either way, Real 2 for 2 with first bloods and Rancor yet to be stopped.
Whoop.
Maybe good shots to slow him down just a touch, but Real is 2 and 2, but he has found the impactful ones.
That's outstanding composure as well. Well, another bomb plant by A for the Miami Heretics this time round, and Gwyn, he and Real having an awkward battle.
Yep.
A little too hot on the triggers here. Slashes first blood. Oh, wow. And TJ immediately cuts the legs out of Lucky on the approach. Vivid on the outsider. The setup has been destroyed. Metals now has to salvage this. Good news, full pockets. Bad news, too many players. Shots, not even enough for the kill. There we go. Ravens, what a bounce back.
Yep, and all that comes down to is finally stopping Real. Gwyn does get a little bit lucky that he scooched forward just before the shot started ringing through, and of course Slasher was in perfect position. He sort of backed Rancor down at the start, wrapped back towards his teammates, so in the right spot at the right time. You stop Real, you're feeling a lot better about your situation because you see the game plan in S&D from Miami. It is Real attacking.
Yeah, once you get him out of the picture, it takes the pressure off a little bit. I felt like in that round, I mean, the Ravens, you get that first blood, you take care of Real, and then TJ just flies through rugs. Similar looks to the first round again, where it's trade on trade. You hit us, we hit back, and in the end, it came down to a spicy finish. Muy caliente, here we go, folks. Opening salvo's finished. Gwyn picks a corner. What is his FOV cranked to? Is he going to see the players above him? I don't think so.
It's a tricky spot to be in. Sort of just hoping one sort of runs out in front of you, and with how aggressive Real has been, you understand the strat. That's why they're not planting. They're waiting for some action, and TJ might just have the action come to him, but he backs those 2 players down, and they just get caught. There's Vivid. Big wins with the Jackal in hand to help watch the flank.
Yeah, great job. TJ also holding that bomb site. He pies the entryway to vault there. He doesn't give away too much. Lucky. Oh, he sniffs out Gwyn. So a patient Gwyn. It does not pay off whatsoever. Vivid. Oh, no, he didn't see that player. Oh, he did. Maybe he did. He definitely heard that. Less than 30 seconds, and he's holding this one. Should be another freebie for Vivid. Oh, wait. It's not. It's none of the above. It's Metals now making his approach towards the bomb site. Over to TJ. Lays the bomb. Can he get any more kills? No, he cannot. Renkor's into the site. Slasher. 1v1. It's Renkor again. And it is not enough time. Oh, sure.
No, it's not. It's not. He's good. Slasher timed it out. Full one, shame on him, but, you know, deja vu with the opposite gunfights. Still so close. Is it not 7-5 in this game? Am I faded? There is, like, no shot.
No, it's not. No, it's 7-5. It's just the Codcaster sometimes looks a little funky.
Yeah.
It's off by like a fraction of a second, but yeah, that time.
I just mean, this got cleaned up. I can't remember what game did it, but a few years ago. But some games it was like actually 7-8. Some games it was 7-2, depending on like the animation. It did get fixed a few years ago, so absolutely 7-5, but just crazy how close that actually was.
You just got me head casing. That was brilliant. Well, Renkor and Slasher, these 1v1s, they been a treat so far. They're currently tied up at 1-1 in that, as we are tied up 2-2 in round count. Gwyn yet to get on the board, man, and he's had himself some nice corners. Heavy hit towards A, plant, trophy, you name it, we're good to go. Heretics, no messing around.
Look at the spot. I see Gwyn is like posted up in Huga, sort of watching his own flank, waiting for Real to make his guest appearance, but passive setup this time for Miami, switching the game plan up, and DJ might have found his route through. There's Gwyn getting on the board, and that's P2 control gone. You now have the pool under control.
Oh, the backline is safe as well. Lucky on site. Alongside Metals for the plant. That's great damage. It's two players though. Trades. Gwyn gets on the board, but it's a little too late. Heretics take the lead.
Yeah, and shout out to Real as well, making the impact on the flank, making sure you pick up Tej, and then good execution on site as well. Metals also delivers. So two nice kills towards the end, and more of a standard strat coming out. Real's not running it down, just flood into the site, get the bomb down, and trust your SMGs down low. So now it's Carolina's opportunity to respond. It's been a mostly stock and center game, right? Both teams just attacking A, not doing anything too crazy. No mind games getting played just yet. The final look between these two teams before we head to the major. And once again, through the hallways, straight to the A site we go.
Fast classes. Gwyn's throwing some speedy shoulders. A big wrap here from the Heretics players. They haven't accounted for Slasher, or at least they haven't identified him. He could be a serious problem in a moment. Renkor holding it. And that is a wonderful start to the fight. The top of Slasher's head gone. Now towards the bomb site we go.
And Slasher didn't buy you too much time either, so it is ticking down, but Heretics are swarming.
Full entry. Trophy eliminated. Now we make our way, but you have to get going, boys. 15 seconds. TJ finds one. There comes the ordinance. And now Real brought down Renkor. 1v1 again. And the dance is on. And the time is not there for it. Oh, my goodness. He nearly did it again. That was an unbelievable hold from the Ravens. Slasher bought you as long as he possibly could. But it was the dance of Gwyn that sealed the round.
Yeah, Slasher doesn't get too much credit for that. He didn't buy much time at all. He got zapped, but Gwyn, as you pointed out, the pirouettes down low. That kid is absolutely turned. So nice moves in the moment. You see the trophy spot really just let him down, but Gwyn picks you up, sees the shadow, snap, slide, and just nice movement. Buys you just enough time. And that's a big bounce back round as well, just to keep things tied up.
Wow. Well, it's, I mean, back-to-back rounds. It's the A bang-outs without fail. And this time around, the Ravens are really trying to contest it. I don't think we're going to get anyone to dive out in quite a insane fashion. TJ's got the opportunity to do so. Spots out Metals. Okie dokie. This changes the state of things in a big way. Over the top. Real finding at least one out of this life. TJ on the immediate trades, and that is a blistering retake for the Ravens to take the lead.
Oh, that's huge. Yeah, credit to Tej as well. Even the round before, TJ, you see the instincts when things were just a little bit too slow after they shot the trophy, a few seconds goes by, slides out for the chow. So his S&D instincts always on point and over towards that pool. As soon as he starts making move, he had Slasher there for the backup. So TJ gets his kill down low. Difficult gunfight to win. A player for Heretics look for the trade. Slasher protecting his boy. So clean, efficient work as well. When the retakes on the A site work on Vault, you feel so much better about your odds to get the win.
Oh, yeah, it's a nice little chemistry check as well. The baits and switches, the timing, the comms, identifying who's taking damage, everything. I mean, it is really pushing teams to the limit. One round up. Oh my god, TJ, he tripped a little bit on the way out through that window and he might be running into some trouble, but he knows the timing's off and that's why the gun's up. Ah, that's a big win on a Real. First blood and the bomb site.
Yeah, they tried to fly again. They wanted to dominate that hall with that trophy sort of setting the signal that Heretics looking to pounce. So that's the difference maker between when they're getting active and not. Now Metals picked apart. TJ on point. And by the way, that B site is wide open if TJ wants to swing that way.
He might. And Vivid's passed the intel. He spots one. And he might be able to get the plant now. You've got them moving over towards B. Enough has happened. And this is a masterclass from the Ravens. TJ with 2 superb kills. And that bomb plant. Good luck, Heretics. Rencor doing what he can.
Getting out with your life, though. A 2v3 now on this approach for 2 AR players to go down low. Ravens in prime position to go up 5-3.
We're doing it together. Ooh, Quinn took a lot in the head there. That's going to be a problem. Oh, Lucky somehow fights his way in. Back over to Rencor. 1v2 again. Huge damage. Even more damage. Oh, and Slasher with a fadeaway manages to finish it. But Rencor, once again, another strong case for the round. A strong case for the retake. But the Ravens now match point.
This is just shaping up to be, if you are 1-4 in the game 5s, it is difficult to not be in your head about it. Again, Heretics just, in these moments, have not yet been able to find that ice, and that's because of the Iceman and TJ continues to make plays. His instincts, I'm telling you, around that A site, the timings of when you plant, when you chow, when you nade out. TJ's been running the show down low, and Slasher having a phenomenal game 5 as well. Carolina's play call's been on point. We're going to be testing their retakes once again. Gwyn is taking control of the middle of the map. And DJ, no idea if he has his license, but the bomb is already planted.
Well, he's quite aerodynamic. It sounds like it popped on the inside of the site. No kills, though, but Rencor does get a kill. This time, very, very different looks. Pulls out he's got a submachine gun there on the outside of the map. Now he's on for every engagement. Less than 30 to go, and we are hitting it. Rencor down. Trade complete. 2v3.
Yeah, easy trades. Good shoulder. Buy some time. Real absolutely making moves. Clean movement and 15 on the clock. Metals down low is tagged up, so TJ's looking for it. We do have a 1 versus 1, but there's not a ton of time off the clock, and Real just needs the time to chow, and he has done enough for the round win, and he gets the kill, the cherry on top.
The cherry on top, indeed. And the lovely fight with TJ. He didn't have to actually engage with TJ. He just had to buy the attention. He did just that and some. Passes the intel off to Metals as well, who's able to call out, yeah, there's a guy coming down behind you in Vault. And yeah, trades may be finished, but Real, a sensational round from him, not just in the gunny, but in the legs as well.
Yeah, clean movement and the heads-up gameplay, but still pressure on. Carolina, every single attacking round, it has been straight through the hallways, drop-down pool, and they don't always get the bomb down straight away. It does depend, but they're going to be doing the exact same thing once again. Get the stuns out, and they have a trophy there, and that was the signal last time to not plant straight away. So TJ not dropping it just yet, and maybe it was because of the RC card, but that is dealt with. And look at these 2 players from Heretics. They saw Vivid spot now.
Oh, big damage. Real. The bait and switch is perfect, but he doesn't account for Slasher, who picks up the pair on the outside. That might be the difference. Rencor and Lucky now trying to identify Slasher in the backline. They're not so worried about the bomb. Spotted. Dealt with. 2v2.
And they're planting on A as well. So yeah, the SMG players, they just want to take the fights from down low. You had the intel on 2, so it is AR players versus SMGs with a close range bomb site. And TJ has an A.
Whoa, for how long? Nice bit of damage. Immediate dip. I like this. They're stacked up on the outside of Pull, and TJ's now making his way down, and he's going to find one. Not enough damage on the next player, but the pinch is on, and the series comes to an end. The Carolina Royal Ravens dig deep, and they pull it all back. The Heretics, it is heartbreak after a brilliant series. TJ Haley, 12-7. It's just the dagger.
Yeah, they could not handle TJ at all. The Cookie Monster showing up there for the Game 5 in electric performance, but I love the full team setups working for Carolina Ravens as well. For the SMGs, it was the exact same game plan virtually every single time. Just go straight into the A site. If you want to plant straight away, you got it. If they have a trophy, maybe wait it out. But TJ has 5 bomb plants. And then Vivid might have only been 5 and 9, but him and Slasher working together with different setups as well. Over towards back ammo, over towards carpet. I think just enough that Heretics couldn't quite handle the pressure. So in spite of the fact that they won the first blood battle, Carolina Ravens, they absolutely won the war. Good news for Heretics, you do secure the winner's bracket come major time, but that round 5 ice is continuously haunting them. They got to pull up to land.
Pull up to land, and hopefully not